Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Well, I'm officially in the cabin now. I just handed off the keys to a representative of our group that's coming in just a few minutes ago, and looks like it's going to be a better experience than the last time. Really nice young lady. These are some professionals that are coming here to, I'm guessing, do kind of like a business conference / vacation, but yeah, seems like it's going to be a much better situation. Only I come out here to find out this morning. I probably should have plugged in a couple of days ahead of time, but I found, well, actually yesterday I plugged in and found out that the small refrigerator in the cabin's not working. So I'll make do. That's what I kind of enjoy about the way I do this lifestyle and kind of my living situation is it's always an adventure. I get into different situations. I'm not sitting in the same environment every day, so it makes things, there's little challenges that come up, and that's the fun of life, isn't it? I thought I would talk about and like I say, before I even get started, the title of the video, observations. These are my observations. These aren't really conclusions of any sort, as per the channel, just kind of letting you know what I do and how I react to it. So, take it as you will. Last week, I told you I would up here in the mountains, and there's been a few times where I get into a situation that I don't have food for one reason or the other. I can't remember exactly what it was. Well, two things. The early part of last week, we had a lot of rain. I had friends in town for a couple of days, so I probably got just a little bit off on my banana buying. And the day that I was going, I kind of had it planned out, but then the day that I planned to do my first shopping trip last week, woke up to rain. So I kind of got caught in a situation where I didn't have enough ripe fruit to get through. And that's why, and also too, sometimes I keep backup stuff here that I can cook in case I get in a situation with rain or fruit or whatever runs out. Well, I figure if I'm going to eat some cooked food, I might as well at least kind of, pay attention, like really pay attention to how I feel and different things, and, just kind of like share with you. As I said in that other video, which was kind of in a different vein because I was just talking more about how I do, of why I talk about raw food on this channel, kind of in the bigger picture. This is just a personal, like I say, observation, experience of mine. And it's kind of interesting because I don't really have peers. I don't really have a group. There's nobody really I'm kind of in no man's land. It's like everybody's committed somewhere. Everybody's either committed to being hardcore, full raw vegan, or they're kind of adamant against being fully raw vegan and they're all about eating cooked. And I just kind of float. I am a raw vegan that eats, I would say if I had to describe myself, I'm a raw vegan that eats cooked food when it's necessary. And I don't flip out about it, I don't make a big deal about it, and I don't guilt myself about it. However, as per the last, half dozen times that I've eaten cooked food, and this probably goes back to the States when I was there last time, it's just each time the experience is less and less satisfying, and it's kind of, it really just becomes a situation. In other words, what I'm getting around to saying is, if I have a choice, no matter what's on the menu, I will always choose raw. I will always choose raw. I will never make a decision that's going to leave me undercaloried. Undercaloried, is that a word? I'm not going to miss meals. I'm not going to miss eating because there's not raw food around. So that's why I do keep some backup around. But if I'm given the choice, and it's not even a taste thing, even if I was in a restaurant that had raw vegan and had cooked vegan, and even if I saw something on there that looked really tasty, I will always go towards the raw just because of the way it leaves me feeling. Well, another thing that I always try to mention in these videos, to be fair to the cooked food, and that's why I don't throw cooked food under the bus, is I don't eat it enough to really know how to eat it. And I don't think I'm getting the same experience that a lot of people do because it's just a convenience, kind of an emergency thing. So I'm not making proper meals with the cooked food. But I'll tell you this, and I noticed this the other day, last week when I cooked. One day, we had rain 2 days in a row. One day I made kind of like this big thick soup of just mainly root vegetables. I had a little kind of purple sweet potato we call camote here. I had green bananas. You slice them and you boil them. I had ayote, which is kind of a yellow pumpkinish type thing. And what else did I? Oh, and I had yuca in there. And I just put like some herbs in there, a little bit of garlic, just for flavoring, just probably no more than a tablespoon, just a little bit of oil in there. And you know, I ate that, and then the next day I didn't have any much of that left, and I wasn't able to. And I bought fruit, but it wasn't ripe yet, so I had to make some potatoes on the second day. The one takeaway on it all, though, and like I say, if I'd have mixed it up, like if I'd have had just a portion of potatoes and then maybe had a salad and then maybe had, say, some steamed broccoli or something, it would be different. But what I tend to do is just eat, you know, make one big pot of something and eat it. So the first day I pretty much just ate that soup. And I ate a lot of it. I ate a lot of starch that day. And then the second day I ate a lot of potatoes. Now from eating something like a starch, the one observation I had I kept just wanting to eat and eat and eat. It wasn't getting me there like the salad, and I kind of felt like when I ate enough potatoes to feel full, then I kind of started getting a little bit of both days. I felt this, just the slightest bit of heartburn or indigestion. I'm not sure which is which because I never get that stuff. And it wasn't terrible. Like I say, none of it was terrible, but I could feel it just a little bit. I could feel just that little bit. Woke up the next day, was fine. What else? Oh, one of the biggest things I noticed during the day, in fact, I just basically had to write off the day. I had the potatoes, I had both meals. I had both meals during the middle of the day, and I was worthless in the afternoon. Just the energy suck. Like, it took every bit of energy that I had. Like, you know, whereas I can eat 1,000 calories of smoothie, fruit, whatever, but this just like, all I wanted to do was lay down and take a nap, which is not a bad feeling sometimes, but I need, you know, it's a weekday and I don't really like that. I like to have full energy all the time, but you know, it is what it is. And like I say, probably if I ate the cooked food like people talk about, more people that are, you know, do it on a regular basis and are a little bit more rational about it, I think your meals are a little bit different than mine, proportioned, and, you know, you have some raw in there, and it's not just completely all, you know, the starches. And then there's the possibility that, you know, I don't eat them enough and I'm just not used to it. I don't know. All I know is I keep my world simple. I know I feel better when I eat raw. So I'm going to always choose to eat raw when I have the opportunity. But I'm a rational person, and I'm going to be moving around. I move around, you know, I'll be moving to a new place. Who knows what my situation will be there. So I keep my mind open. I keep my possibilities open, because I'm not going to get, you know, be stupid or get in a situation and just not eat because I can't get the raw. And I'll finish off with, you know, a lot of the stuff, you know, I hear a lot of always and that, like, well, if you do this, I hear a lot of bold statements, and I kind of defy those. So like I say, I don't fit in the raw world and I don't fit in the cooked world, because I hear so much stuff on each side that just doesn't resonate to me or doesn't resonate to my experience. People, you know, what I hear all the time, that cooked food is a slippery slope. Once you start eating it, you're doing. No, I do it. I've been doing it for the last, as long as I've had a channel. If you guys go back and check my videos, every 3 months I go to the States. I eat my cooked food, or I eat more cooked food when I'm in the States. I don't normally eat cooked food in Costa Rica. I have at this place just because of circumstances, but overall, even after last week, you know, I had a few days of very high fruit, having a lot of fruit today, a lot of salads, a lot of kale, and I don't feel any side effects or hangover from that cooked food. So, like I say, just observations. I like to be very aware of what I'm putting into my body, and I figure since I'm doing a channel, I might as well just, you know, share things and share how I'm feeling when I make a little bit of a change and when I eat the cooked food. So, yeah, I finished it already. That's the takeaway, that I'm always going to choose raw food. I feel better on raw food. I have much more energy on raw food, but we have to eat, and I'm going to be moving, and I'm going to be traveling. So, you know, I will just try to always make the best decisions I can under the circumstances. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button, and I hope you are having a wonderful week. Love you guys. Peace.